So yeah, I do that, but do not copy it. Make your own charts, adjust it a little bit to mine. Yeah. What pairs do you trade the most over the gaps? I trade a lot of GBP pairs. I like them, like I said, because they are really aggressive. They move hard. They give me a good pip reward. So yeah, I definitely love that. The pairs, GBP pairs. But Euro, GPY, I love also. Euro USD is also one of my favorite pairs. You guys can see my watch list right here, guys. I have added Euro out, but it's not a pair that I trade a lot. I haven't traded it for a long time, to be honest, but I have recently added it to check it out because we're speaking about it in the chats. But these are the pairs where I focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 11, 12 pairs, but that doesn't mean I trade them all in one day, okay? I just plot my supply and demand levels, and then I'm looking through the day. Where are we in the market? Are we nearby the supply and demand level? Where can we go through? Stuff like that. And then I highlight the pair. So for example, orange, interesting, interesting, red, not interesting, blue, almost there, stuff like that, so I can highlight it. And if I'm not seeing anything on GBP CAF, for example, it's red for me. Gold, red, nothing yet, almost there, stuff like that, so this is how I organize my pairs. But these are the most pairs I focus on. Gold had a fake on sellers on daily. Yeah, could be, my friend. I've traded gold for a long time. Let me see. Because gold is still in that range. Let me see. Sorry. You can see a changing behavior on gold. It like that it's gonna move down, but gold's also a lot of affected by fundamentals, right? So I do think that gold can push up a little higher, but let's see. And Hardik, since you are considered a minute 34 entry, so how did you follow up with your charts? Because sometimes you couldn't keep an eye on the chart. Do you use alerts or keeping checking charts after the regular interval of the time after 1 or 2, 30 minutes? No, I have a fixed time for my trading. I'm mainly focusing on the London, New York overlap and spending about 3 to 4 hours a day in the charts. If there is something, there is something. If there is nothing, I leave and I go enjoy my day. But it could be also helpful to set your alerts in these levels, your alerts in the big supply and demand levels, and check then the charts, or you can check every hour, even 4 hour. It depends. Let me see. One price in an area, what time frame you be best for entry? Minute 30. Kev, how you set the alerts near zones, breaking zones? You can set alerts right here, guys. Alert. Add alert in the zone, nearby zone, above the zone, below the zone. Whatever you want, my friend. Put your alerts. How do you identify beforehand a fake out? Thanks, Kev. Awesome, clear webinar as usual. You're welcome, my friend. How do you identify fake outs? Fake out is simply, like I explained earlier, a break of a certain level, a pullback in that level, continuation, little pullback, and continuation. So that is how I identified fake outs, levels, fake breaks of support and resistance levels that the retail traders are using. But we're using it both. We're using the order blocks and we're using supporting resistance. And we don't using supporting resistance for the breakouts. We like to spot the levels of fake outs, okay? And if you have a valid breakout of the supporting resistance, we need a good pullback before we're going to see a continuation, okay? Todd asked about, but you missed it. Could you give another example of good entry you've taken? I usually too early or risk? I think I have given pretty good example of GBP out. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you a losing trade that I took this week. It should be pretty helpful as well. GBP CHF it was. This was a pair I traded earlier this week. Let me see if I can find that entry point. on the 4-hour time frame. It's a little bit